Hello friends, welcome to Rocha classes. Today we will discuss about the condition of elderly people or old age people in our society. Elders are the treasure of knowledge. They are the treasure of life experiences. So let's see how we are preserving or caring this treasure. एक तरफ हम कहते हैं कि वी आर डेवलपिंग, लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी इज इंक्रीजिंग, और दूसरी तरफ यही लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी इज बिकमिंग अ कर्स. Yes, friends, we are in a dilemma. This is a paradox. The situation of the age in the world in general and in India in particular poses a dilemma. On one hand, we say that the life expectancy is growing and the proportion of age in the population is increasing, which can be regarded as a great achievement. But on the other hand, we also find that becoming old is increasingly perceived as a problem. The aged is finding it more and more difficult to adapt themselves to the changing situation. And this change in situation is mainly after independence. Before independence, the condition of elderly was much better. और इंडिपेंडेंस के बाद धीरे धीरे इस कंडीशन में एल्डरली की जो रिस्पेक्ट थी सोसाइटी में उसमें काफ़ी कमी आई. After independence, due to socio-economic changes like modernization, industrialization, increasing employment of women in offices has led to the deterioration of the condition of elderly. The joint family structure as well as the value and respect attached to the aged in our culture for long provided emotional strength and security to them. But the gradual disappearance of joint families has contributed to many problems of the aged. In Indian society, children are basically considered as a source of security and economic support to the parents, particularly in the time of distress and sickness and in old age. But this is not that effective now. The elderly support base is shaking due to inflation, unemployment, poverty, lack of spaces in houses, etc. पहले ऐसा लोग सोचते थे कि जब तक उनकी वर्किंग एज है उनको फैमिली रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ पूरी करनी है और उसके बाद जब वो बुज़ुर्ग हो जाएंगे तो वो जो अपने इस एज में नहीं कर पा रहे हैं उस कामों को करेंगे. जैसे कि बहुत बार इंसान सोचता है कि वो पूरी तरह से भक्ति पूरी तरह से ध्यान में लीन होकर करेगा कि जब इन सारी हम जिम्मेदारियों से फ्री हो जाएंगे. और ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो हम सोचते हैं या जो हमारे बड़े सोचते हैं कि जब हम अपने इन रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी से रिटायर हो जाएंगे तब करेंगे. ये सोच भी आज के ज़माने में अब उतनी कारगर नहीं रह गई है. फॉर सम एजिंग एनहांसेस द स्टेटस एंड एनरिचेस लाइफ सेटिस्फैक्शन, बट फॉर मेनी अदर्स इट मे बी डिफिकल्ट एंड प्रॉब्लमेटिक. दिस इज़ फॉर द वेल ऑफ पीपल. Getting old provides opportunity to relax, enjoying and doing things they always wanted to do, but never had time when they were young. But this thought, this belief is totally shaken because the elderly are now not respected. They are now not enjoyed in the family. The elderly are unable to sustain themselves economically, because majority of India's workforce is an unorganized sector, and this factor has been making the people more vulnerable at the stage of old age. And in this old age, especially the women are the worst sufferers. Inadequate income is the major problem of elderly, and apart from inadequate income, this changing societal mindset is also one of the main problems. Aging has become a social problem because of the socio-economic shift has been affecting the ability of the family to continue with the traditional caregiving role towards the elder. Economic burden, migration from the rural to urban areas for employment, inadequate housing facilities, and the materialistic culture, consumerism are the major factors ignoring the parents and elders by the young generation in India. We are seeing, we can say we are watching the cases of crimes against the elderly are on the rise. जो सीनियर सिटीजन्स के साथ जो इनजस्टिस होता है या उनके साथ जो भी जातियाँ होती हैं वो दिन पे दिन बढ़ती ही जा रही हैं. टुडे दे आर द विक्टिम्स ऑफ हर्ट, मर्डर, अब्यूज, and even they are isolated by the family members, relatives, neighbors, and others. Even the basic needs of senior citizens are ignored. Many a times, no medical attention is given to them when they are in the need. They are abused, they are beaten up. हमें न्यूज़पेपर्स में, मैगजीन्स में, टेलीविज़न पे अक्सर ये न्यूज़ मिलती है कि बच्चों ने अपने पेरेंट्स को कई बारी छत पे बांध दिया या घर के किसी कोने में बांध दिया. एंड मैनी अ टाइम्स दे आर फोर्स्ड टू डू द हाउस होल्ड कोर्स. ऑल दीज things have made the conditions of the old age very pity. It's very pathetic. And to ensure the wellness of the senior citizens, government has formulated many policies like Rashtriya Vayoshri Yojana, in which assistive devices are given to the old age, integrated program for old age persons, Varisht Pension Bima Yojana, National Old Age Pension Scheme, etc. And apart from these government policies, the section 125 of CRPC or the article 41 of Directive Principle of State Policy, in which there is provision for care in the old age, or the UN Convention on the Rights of Older Person, Maintenance and Welfare of Parents and Senior Citizens Act 2007, and this union government passed this law in 2007. The maintenance of parents, senior citizens by children, relatives, obligatory and justiciable through tribunals. The act also provided for revocation of transfer of property by senior citizens in case of negligence by relatives, and penal provisions for amendment, etc. But this act failed miserably. And one of the main reasons of this failure is जनरली दिस इज़ कंसिडर्ड एज अ फैमिली इशू. ये फैमिली का मुद्दा है, हमारे माँ बाप हैं या हमारी फैमिली मेम्बर्स हैं, वी विल डील विद इट. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सोशल जस्टिस has also formulated many programs like older person, like this integrated program for older persons, operational from 1992. So there are many steps, many initiatives by the government. But in spite of this, much need to be done, and this much, the blank, must be fulfilled by the young generation only. And how it can be done? It can be done by making certain changes, like we can ask or we can force our government to make a certain allocation in the budget for senior citizens. There may be increase in the portion, there may be increase in the pension of senior citizens, and the geriatric care, which is available mostly in urban area only, must be made available in the rural areas also. Apart from this, social media can be used like anything. Social media can be used to create awareness towards the senior citizens. See, social media can be used to spread love, feeling of respect, feeling of care for the elders or senior citizens. For example, we can say Bagban movie. Bagban movie has played a good role in showing to some extent the same belief that a person who is having 3 children need not to do any economic security for his old age, but at the end we all know what has happened. So the social platform, social media can be used as a tool. Apart from this, there must be change in our education system also, where moral values must be given. Like we have often read in newspaper, we often used to read in magazines, Dadi maa ke nuske, etc. These things must be focused because this is a knowledge which must be preserved. This is the knowledge for which the senior citizens must be respected. And we must make popular, we must give moral knowledge, we must give no moral education to the youths. Like we can say that we can spread the message like this is our honor, or this is our pleasure, that we are caring the persons who have cared for us. So these feelings must be made popularized by social media. सोशल मीडिया पे भी हम जोर दे के इस तरह की फीलिंग्स दैट टू केयर फॉर दोज हु वंस केयर्ड फॉर अस इज वन ऑफ द हाईएस्ट ओनर्स, और द बेस्ट क्लासरूम इन द वर्ल्ड इज एट द फीट ऑफ एन एल्डरली पर्सन. Such sort of things must be paid attention, and they must be focused, and they must be spread on social media. By doing this, with the government initiatives, we can change the condition of elderly. Because again, I would like to say that elderly are the treasure. So I hope this lecture must be useful to you. Thank you very much.